to the advanced degree, Jennifer is a certified health and life coach. Her business, Mindful Mommy, has been featured in alternative press as well as PBS, Life and Living Caucus, New Jersey. Jennifer's mission, which she carries out via Mindful Mommy, is to support mothers around the world to lead happy, healthy, fun-filled lives by offering a space for self-exploration, education, and meaningful connections with other parents. Jennifer lives in Livingston, New Jersey with her husband, two spirited little girls, and a toy poodle. I'm thrilled to invite her to the stage. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. So my intention today is a couple things. I want to teach you one tool that is going to transform your relationship with yourself in less than 5 minutes a day. So definitely stick around for this one. Let me adjust the slide. I want to reduce your guilt around putting your needs first. So instead of putting everyone else ahead of you, I'm going to share with you 10 things that you can do to feel more sexy. And I'm also going to tell you all about how you can learn how to sign up for the Sexy Mommy Life course, which starts in September, our new group program. My previous group program had about 20 mommies in it, and I had them telling me that they lost 15 pounds, they changed their mindset over their parenting, they improved their relationships with their partners. So it's not just about being sexy in the Sexy Mommy Life course, although that's a big part of it. I would like you to close your eyes for a second, take a deep breath, and I'd like for you just to send out what you are hoping to get from our time together today. Just whatever it is that you came here, what draw you to this room. And then if I don't answer it, if I don't answer your questions or why you came here, please, at the end, let me know, and I can hopefully address some of the concerns that maybe you're struggling with right now. Or, of course, come visit my booth, the Mindful Mommy booth, and we can chat about it there as well. So who am I to teach you about being sexy? You heard my bio. I went to NYU. I went to Michigan State. I have a psychology degree as well as a master's in social work. I'm a health coach. I'm a life coach. I do human design readings. But I think what really, truly qualifies me in talking to you about what it is to be sexy is that I've struggled with my weight for my whole life. I was always up and down. I was a really chubby kid, and then I lost a lot of weight when my boyfriend broke my heart. Then I got really skinny, and then I gained more weight when I lived in Rome for a while and ate tons of chocolate and pasta and was very, very happy. And then I had babies, oh my gosh, and I was huge and then small again, and losing 40 pounds, gaining 40 pounds. It's a roller coaster, and it's taken me a lot of my own personal work and learning to figure out how to be sexy. And I'm going to define that for you because I think my definition of sexy is a little bit different from maybe what you're thinking about and what maybe brought you to the room. So a sexy mommy is a mother who loves to look good but knows what's most important is actually feeling good. Her life is filled with fun and excitement as well as peace and relaxation. She honors her unique energy and knows when to rest, when to work, and when to play and have fun. She puts her needs at the top of her to-do list and loves herself as much as she loves others. A sexy mommy, in my opinion, and I think what the most important thing is someone who is living the highest and most authentic expression of herself and really being and walking on this planet who she was put on this planet to be, which is a beautiful, sexy, wonderful human being. So I like to sort of also talk about what's not so sexy, because I think it's good to have sort of that balance to get your brain wrapped around, what is sexy, what's not so sexy. So to me, and from other moms that I spoke to when I asked this question to them, what came out was a mom that is stressed out and just run down. I mean, I know we've all seen her. She's exhausted. She's in the mall. She's got kids climbing on her back, and she's just, you can tell she's going to burn out. She's at the top of this, overwhelm. A mom who just yells and yells and yells at her loved ones and her kids all of the time. Now, this is not about any judgment, and we all have bad days. I have yelled at my kids before. I'm not standing here saying that I am a perfect mother. You know, it's more just about bringing awareness to when we do it and how we want it to be a little bit better. So I just want to tell you a quick story just to sort of hone this in a little bit. I was driving home from another expo, actually, a couple months ago, and we were stuck in traffic on the highway, and my girlfriends and I, we look over, and in the next car, a woman driving with her kids in a van, she opens the door, she goes around the back, and she proceeds to beat her children on the side of the road in the highway. And we were all like, oh my God, like, what do we do? What's going on here? But I mean, the mother was overwhelmed. I mean, you could see, like, she was like in tears, she was crying. It was like she was out of her body and didn't know what was going on. It was just, you know, very, very sad. And to see, you know, that's really probably not that uncommon, you know, of moms just like feeling overwhelmed and, you know, the kids kind of taking the brunt of that. So what else isn't sexy? A mom that has no self-awareness around her own impact on the family. A mom who feels undervalued at work. So, you know, she's not appreciated at work and she comes home and then she has these little monsters, you know, trying to, you know, pull on her shirt or, you know, whatever it is, and it's overwhelming, and it's not very sexy also. A mom who feels bored and uninspired, that, you know, nothing's exciting about her life, you know, why am I here, you know, just not happy. And a mom who only takes care of other people. I'd like for you guys to take a minute and think of the 4 people in your life that are most important to you. Everybody have your 4? Did you put yourself on that list anywhere? No. I don't think any woman, mother, ever puts themselves on their most important list. And I would say that you are the most important person in your life. And without you, nothing else matters, truthfully. So why we're here today is I want to give you and leave you with some tips that you can take with you, that you don't have to even be a mother to use these tips and feel better and feel more sexy. So the first tip that I want to talk about is drinking water. Who drinks enough water? Who knows how much water that we're supposed to be drinking every day? Anybody? So it's half of your body weight. Half your body weight in water. So you take your weight and you divide it by 2, and that's the amount of ounces of water that your body needs to actually run most efficiently for digestive health, for hydration, and actually, if you are, you know, you're sitting around, you're kind of bored, and you start to feel this hungry feeling, this mild hunger, oftentimes it's actually not hunger, it's dehydration, and it's your body's way of signaling, drink something, you know, but instead I think a lot of us go to, well, I'm hungry, I feel hungry, so I should eat something. But if you try, just have a glass of water, a big glass of water, and then check in, like, am I still hungry? What's going on for me here? And you might find that actually no, like you were thirsty and that was that. There's actually a really interesting book where a man who was in prison, and he was a doctor, and he decided that what he was going to do, it was a study. So he took away all the medications of the prisoners and just gave water to them. And he actually was able to cure a lot of the diseases that these prisoners, these inmates, and this was like years and years ago, were struggling from. But I think it speaks to the importance of water. You know, we need water. We need air first and foremost, and water are the main things that a lot of us are, you know, we're not breathing as well as we should, and we're not drinking as much. So the second thing is chewing well. So digestion starts in the mouth, and if we can chew our food until it's kind of like a smoothie consistency, it really takes the work out of your digestive system. So if you have bloating and stomach aches and digestive issues, just ask yourself, am I chewing my food really well? And I like to, I forgot to bring my pretzels or else I would have done the experiment, bug. where chew like you normally would if you were, eating a regular meal, and then chew mindfully. Chew 20 to 40 times until whatever's in your mouth is sort of disintegrated, and just see the difference of how that changes your digestion. The third thing, and I think for me this might be the most important thing on this list, is to learn about meditation and mindfulness. And the way that mindfulness is described is that to be mindful is to be aware of the present moment without judging it, without wanting it to be different. So to be aware of your body as it is today without judging it, with compassion, with love. And this can be with your body, this could be with your family, with if you're stressed out at work or feeling overwhelmed. Bringing a mindful awareness can really, really be helpful in reducing suffering. It was very, very helpful for me personally. Number 4 is to move your body in a way that feels sexy. So if you don't like to go to the gym, don't go to the gym. If you like to go for walks, if you like to be outside, if you like yoga, if you like dancing, I think people get in this idea of, I have to go to the gym, I need a trainer, I need to do this or that. But really, as long as we're moving our body, I think the recommendation is 10,000 steps in a day. So that could be get a pedometer and attach it to your belt, and which I did in the hospital. When I used to work in the hospital, I used to wear the pedometer and see how many steps I was walking in a day. And I have more fun when I'm moving and it's not exercise. If I feel like I have to work out, I have to do something, and my mind says like, oh, I'm going to rebel, or like that, just a negative thing happens for me. But if I think, oh, I'm going to go dancing, or oh, I'm going to have a dance hour with my little girls where we just dance around the house, that is fun and sexy to me. I feel sexy when I'm doing that. Number 5 is get a new bra that fits right. We are wearing the wrong bras, ladies. So you need to get a good measurement. I love Linda's online. They have the best bras. They teach you how to measure yourself. You put in your size. They tell you what size to get. And then they send you all these bras, and if they don't fit, you just send them right back, and they send you whatever it is that you are looking for. And I find that I stand up taller, everybody's happier, they're more lifted, and it just makes you feel good. It makes you feel more confident. I think just standing tall, it just makes you happy. So number 6, spend time with people who love you for you. I read somewhere, I can't remember who said it, I think Marilyn Monroe, that if you can't be with me at my worst, why should I let you be with me at my best? And so finding the people that love you for you. You don't have to be perfect for anybody. You just have to be you. That is the highest way that you can give of yourself. And that doesn't mean that we can't bring awareness to things that maybe we want to improve about ourselves, but it's really just accepting where you're at with love and compassion, because those positive thoughts, those positive vibrations will actually change your DNA and make you a more healthier and happier person over time. So, continued, eat 5 meals a day. I hear from a lot of moms that they skip breakfast and that they're running around, they're taking kids here and there, so they may miss lunch. And then it's 3 o'clock and it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't eat anything all day. But what you've just told your body is that we need to hold on to every single calorie that you put into your body. We're not going to raise your metabolism. You're never going to lose, that extra baby weight. Eating 5 meals a day keeps your metabolism burning. It keeps your mood stable. So you don't yell at your kids at 3 o'clock when you haven't eaten all day just because you're having a low blood sugar problem. Keeping that blood sugar stable is really, really important for your health and for also managing inflammation, which I know has been in the news a lot about all of the causes of disease that come from inflammation. So cancer, diabetes, lots of kidney disease, all stem from this inflammation. So it's something to just have on your radar. Number 8, cook your food at home. When we go to restaurants, we have no idea what that chef is doing in the kitchen. I just visited Del Frisco's Grill, and I got this grand tour of the kitchen and the dining room, and the food was amazing, and they seriously have the best cocktail I've ever had in my life, which I did feel sexy after, mind you. But I mean, what they put in their food is oil and fat and salt and sugar because they want it to taste good. They want you to have a great experience and leave there feeling like, wow, like that was a delicious meal. But if that is what we're doing every single day, it's really, really hard on our systems. And then our taste buds crave that. We want the salt, we want the sugar, we want that same feeling. But when we're home, and I really also believe that when we cook at home and we cook from a place of love, that love and that caring actually gets transferred into the food that we're feeding our families. So it's kind of one more way to show our love and concern is by, cooking and having those loving meals. I mean, I think we all have memories of family dinners and, where grandma made her ham and potato salad, and it wasn't healthy, but it was love. Like it really was, coming from her. And I don't believe we get fat when we eat food that is made with love. So I numbered wrong. 9. Get a good night's sleep. And I know, I haven't slept in 4 years, but I will say that, occasional naps here and there. And if you are healthy, I also believe that you need less sleep. But having a good night's sleep, if some people need 6, some people need 8, some people need 10 hours of sleep. And it's just really for you to tap in, when do I feel best? When I don't get enough sleep, if I do have one of those nights where my 4-year-old wakes up a couple times, my 18-month-old wakes up a couple times, the next day I'm like, where's the chocolate? Like, where's the sugar? Like, where's something to keep my energy going? And what that's telling me is put something in your body that's healthy, that's protein, that's going to ground you from the day. Drink water to help reduce that craving of sugar and salt, and have some really high quality dark chocolate on hand for those occasions. Pay attention and up level what you do when you're bored. And what I mean by up level is that if you reach for the candy when you're bored, or if you do something that some part of you says, like, this doesn't make me feel good, like I don't like this activity that I'm doing. So for me, it's either reaching for chocolate or going to the Facebook news feed. Sometimes doesn't make me feel so good about myself when I do that. But the first step is just to bring awareness. There's no judgment. It's compassion. If you I reached for the chocolate. I'm eating chocolate right now. That is the first step in making the change. So just bring awareness to what it is that you're doing and checking in, like, is this correct for me? Is this where I want my life to be? Or is there something that I could trade up for it? Maybe I have to have the dark chocolate, but I'm going to put it in a cupboard that's really high up that I have to actually be very mindful when I reach for it. And also buy really expensive, lovely dark chocolate that when you sit and have it, it's like you can go, like you're in Paris or you're in a tropical land. So it's really an experience. So just to, trade up a little bit. If you have something that you love to do, don't give it up, just trade it up. And number 10, actually 11, is come and visit my table and get your human design reading done. Human design can tell you your unique energy blueprint and sort of know, where your energy is in order to leverage it in a way that's correct for you. Some people aren't on the planet to work. Some people are here to guide others and to share their wisdom and knowledge. Some people have open emotional systems, so they take on other people's emotions and then they think that they're the crazy ones, or the family members think that they're crazy, but really the family's crazy and the person's just reacting to them. So once you understand this, and this is especially true if you can understand your children's energy and how to communicate with them where they feel loved and respected, it can really make your life and everyone else's life around you a whole lot easier. Okay, so drum roll. This is the one thing that you can do in 5 minutes a day to reduce suffering, to feel more sexy, to get rid of headaches. It's called EFT. Anyone ever hear of EFT before? It's similar to acupuncture, acupressure, and you'll hear it called tapping. So the way that it works is, I'm going to come back to this slide, but I want to move to the next page, is there's first an affirmation, which is all about love. You guys can come on in, you can have a seat if you want. And so it starts out by saying, is even though I have this problem, so you could have a headache. Even though I have this headache, I still deeply love and accept myself. So while you have this affirmation, you go through tapping places in your body. So you will go from the top of your head to your eyebrow, to the side of your eye, under your nose, under your chin, collarbone, under your arm, and then your wrists. And what it does is it sort of opens up the energy that's causing these negative, what I like to call low frequency thoughts. And it helps you to sort of move past that into a higher frequency thought, which is, no matter what's happening in the world, in my life, I still deeply love and accept myself. And my truth is that the more we love and accept ourselves, it doesn't really matter what we look like. It doesn't matter how sexy we are. It just matters that we matter, and we all do. You know, we were all put on this planet from whoever, God, universe, wherever, for a very special reason, and it's just being able to tap into that. But the only way that we can really reach that is to love and accept ourselves for who we are. So what I like to do is, you know, if maybe before bed, at lunchtime, if I have a headache, I'll tap on a headache. I'll also tap for other people. Like if I see that I have, in my private practice, I'll see a client is having a really hard time and I'll leave, and I'll almost pretend to be them momentarily, and I will say that even though I have their problem, I still deeply love and accept myself. So you could sort of like tapping vicariously to send, because we're all connected to the universe, and what I do right now is probably affecting someone in India somewhere for some reason or another. You know, we just don't understand everything in the world, and this is kind of a fun thing to work on. Anyone want to practice their tapping? I'm getting a big no on that one. Okay, so and the key is it's all about the love. It's all about, even though I have this problem, I deeply love and accept myself, no matter what it is. Okay, but Jennifer, what if I don't have enough time to make these changes? Now, this is the list of what I hear. So I took this straight from mothers' mouths and put it up on the screen. So I don't have enough time. That is a big one. So what I tell my clients and what I'm telling you is to imagine, if you would, that there is a bowl here. And in the bowl, there are big balls. And those big balls are things that you value: your family, your health, your career, your children. Everybody has different values. So think about what it is that you value most. And then also, are these little balls that we have, which would be the laundry, the cleaning the house, the dusting, the cleaning the toilets, all the other mommy crap, or, you know, women crap generally, that we end up having to do. If we do those little things first, if we put all those little things into the bowl first, and then we try to fit in the big things, it's not going to fit. It's just not possible. So my suggestion for those people that say they don't have enough time is that put the big things in the bowl first. Do the things that you value first, and then fit in those other little things that, you know, are important. Yes, it's important to have clean underwear and all of that stuff. But I would say it's more important to have a relationship with your partner that is built on trust and love, and that you spend time together rather than doing laundry. So it's just really figuring out what you value, what you hold dear, putting that first, and then putting in the rest of the stuff later, because you'll all fit it in. It will all fit in if you do that. So I don't have tons of money. So most of the things I suggested today are all free. Mindful Mommy is free. There are things that you can do. There are lots of websites. There's lots of ways to learn how to take care of yourself that don't cost anything. However, there are things that I'm really happy that I spend money on, and taking care of myself and doing fun things is one of them. So I feel guilty. Yeah, we all feel guilty. We all feel, oh, we should be doing this, and I should be more time with this person, and whatever. And what I will say is feel the guilt and do it anyway. Taking care of yourself is the most important thing that you can do. So feel guilty, but do it anyway. And then when you're done and when you've had your experience, you can say, oh, wow, I'm so glad I did that, even though I felt somewhat guilty about it. It's okay. This is another big one. But I want to make changes, and my family isn't going to support me. They're not going to like when you tell them that I'm not doing X, Y, and Z for you anymore. They are not going to be happy on the upfront. However, over time, you can work together to balance it out, that you maybe do the most important things for them, and then you also have the time to take care of yourself. It's not a let's pull the rug out from everybody and I'm becoming like mommy selfishness. It's okay, I'm going to start going to the gym once a week, and I'm going to leave you people at home and see how everybody fends and see if anybody starves. And then come home and see how happy we are and how energized. And they're like, oh, well, Mom's a lot happier. She doesn't yell at us as much when she gets to go to the gym. So they'll start to think like, oh, Mommy should go to the gym a little bit more or whatever it is. Mommy should go to her yoga class. Mommy should go to her girls' night out. They'll almost help you to push you out the door, which sometimes moms need. And then the last thing is that I'm too tired. There's too much on this list. So pick one thing. Drink a glass of water. Drink a glass of water in the morning. If that's all you do, that's something. That's, you started somewhere. And then, we're all too tired. And truthfully, if we all start meditating, that's similar to sleep. So it actually does restore your brain. So if you started meditating and just focusing on breath, that's a really great way to become more sexy and more happy and healthy. Okay, so this is me and my family, how does being sexy make you a better parent? Because when you feel sexy, when you feel good, everyone else around you feels good. Your kids will be happier, your partner will be happier, you will be happier, and life will just be a better place for you. But I want to ask you, what do you think will change for you when you're feeling sexier, when you're taking care of yourself, when you're being more healthy? Will you have more energy? Will you have the ability to make new friends, go out into the world and do things that you've always wanted to do and take adventures? That's what's really sexy to me. And in closing, what are some next steps? If you want to learn more, you can come to the booth and have a mini energy signature reading, which I can do for you here. If you fill out your name and email address, I'm giving away a one-on-one coaching program to one person today. And then you can also sign up for the Sexy Mommy Life course, which is starting in September. So those are the ways to connect. Did I answer all of your intentions? Did I cover everything, or is there something that I missed?
You covered it.
I did. Okay. Good. Thank you. Thank you all for coming today, all of you.
Thanks, Anne.